Hello, and welcome to my channel. If you've not seen me before, my name is Lisa, but can go by Liz or Lise, and I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. My streams, they're for more mature audiences, so please do keep that in mind as you watch this playthrough. Also, of course, too, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy! Hello, it's Future Me, Past Me, here to tell you as a PSA that there are some flashing moments in this game. That is, ever since the update dropped for 2.9.0 as well as the DLC. It's mostly very subtle, but it happened when I was getting items, that is from the, I believe, crafting bench, and if not, even also the Jam Jamboree stand. It just so happened that just receiving the items very quickly, it was flashy too, anytime that happened. And also in the DLC itself, it happened. There's one particular area, you could say, with the garden, that off to the right, there's just this hedge that likes to flash a little bit. I just want to put that warning out there. It's not super terrible, but in case you are someone who is sensitive to that, just thought I'd put this warning in here. So keep that in mind, and hopefully in the future, they will have that patched out and updated. But of course, too, please enjoy the video starting now. Let's go ahead and jump into Hello Kitty Island Adventure today. And, well, with our new sights and sounds, what will we, I guess, be notified if I care to be notified about what's happening today? That is because now it is a Noel's job to inform us. Which I'm a little bitter about, I'm not gonna lie. But I think it was pretty obvious too. Like, what? Yeah. Ah, a blossom! I still got cheated though, you know? I'm also a little bitter about that. I got cheated today. I guess the springtime celebration. Sure. Oh. Oh, we just are sitting down. Oh, hi, Lots. Aren't the flowers lovely, Wish Me Mel? Definitely. I'm so happy you invited me to see them with you. Of course. I know how much you love springtime. Ooh, what's happening? Is there more story? There's no one else I'd rather see them with. Hi. Oh, hello! Are you enjoying the springtime celebration? Who? Me? Pretend I'm not even here. Welts and I have been taking a stroll. The flowers are exceptionally lovely this year. Probably thanks to you and Wish Me Mel. We make a great team. It was all Wish Me Mel. I am a flower cultivating master. Absolutely I'm not. As a mail carrier, I used to travel to all sorts of places. But I've never seen such a wide variety of flowers in one spot. Yes, I noticed the same thing. In fact, that's part of what drew me to stay on Friendship Island. I came here to make a delivery, but after I arrived, I couldn't help wanting to spend lots of time here. Oh, I remember that. What did happen to that letter? Oh! Is it so late already? We've been walking for hours. The time really has flown by. Even so, would you like to walk with me for a little bit longer, Wish Me Mel? I mean, yes, definitely. Well, see you later. What? Excuse me? Is there story that they want to add? That they care to elaborate on? Yeah, I will forever miss when it just automatically did it. I really don't want to have to talk to the Noel. I don't. It's... Yay! It's not my thing. And it will never be my thing. Let's do the one thing though, and I guess, well, that will be a while. We'll give that. I'm sure it won't count for anything at all. Okay, fine, I'll do the training course. But yeah, I'm a little bitter. I mean, I get if you didn't want to hear it, but like, it's not that bad. I mean, if she's already gonna talk to us anyways, to give us the... I don't know what you would call it, gift of the day. Then, like, why not, you know? At least that's how I see it. Got nothing? At least nothing for me. Okay, cool. I just wish it wasn't so. But I guess it does have to be so. But I also guess it's also like for me it's all in or not. So okay, I'll go back over here. Whoopsies. Yeah, I'm not... I'm not getting what I want here. At least not entirely, so I'm gonna take these out. That can stay there. These are going. They'll be back. Well, if I leave room, maybe they won't be. I mean, I know it's a little late, but that's better. Flower-wise. Okay, I guess go over here. And then, I mean, nothing's really gonna happen here, except something already did, of course, right here. For the ring rose. So that's pretty much all that can happen, it seems. So we'll go here. Whoops. Do I do it? Sure. Does anything happen? No. Let's do this a little differently. Like classic times. Got steamy. That is when I ignored. But again, I have to really decide what I want to do in here because, well, sure, what I wanted kind of happened. It's not really also what I want anymore. And doing that doesn't do anything. At least as far as I can see. My bad. And then this was a bust. which was frustrating. And then I keep hoping that the fertilizer is gonna work. And it doesn't. So I really gotta figure that out. And then meanwhile out here, too much happened, too fast, but I want to make sure I have enough of these, which I guess technically I do. I can take out one and it should be absolutely fine, but I'm just trying to maximize on it, especially since it was so lucky that it worked out as nicely as it did. Oh dear. This one, sorry. I might want to take out more. I mean, really, I gotta plot it better. That's the ultimate quest. But haven't done it. But we'll be back here. Because I got some unfinished business to take care of. And I think it's finally time to take care of that business. But I want to take care of the flowers. And then we'll go here. It's still nothing. But that's where it's happened the most. I guess we'll go here. I don't think anything super important has happened here. So I think I might try something else eventually. I don't really know, but what I do know is we gotta go here now. Of course. My favorite spot, right? Where disappointment reigns. Because I don't know how some of this stuff works. Something happened over yonder. Totally worth it. Okay. I don't really want it. I mean, I know they're gonna come back. Guess I do have that. Do I skip up any? Yeah, I have. I think that's all I have. Okay, that is fine. I'm just trying stuff. For fun. Or I'll say it's for fun, but... eh. It's like how that worked. But then I gotta do other stuff and well, I don't got to, but there's a lot that could be done if I really cared. But oh my word. When you're trying to figure out what the knoll. But what I was gonna add is that I never liked the view of the flowers. It always was what was gonna be and now is the clothing. Unfortunately.
So it makes it less inviting to have to like figure that out to me. Like remember, okay, that's what it looks like. I'm just so nitpicky. But again, it was always a sign. Fair enough. The scariest of signs. Maybe not as scary as one could think. Could be worse. Could be. Let's go. And see the real magic. Oh my gosh. Wasn't kidding. Jeez. Well, okay. Very, very interesting. These are my lost cause, though. In a way. I mean, it still worked, but it didn't work the way I wanted. I'm a little overwhelmed. Perfect. I'll mess with it at a later time. And maybe try a better layout. But what really is a better layout when magic just does what the magic just does? You know, I'm just here hoping. All the time. Like, is it just about right? It's so stressful. At least for completion's sake. No way. For me? Nope. Flowers are the least of my problems. Because I don't care. Okay. I mean, it worked there for those. Huh. And then this is over here. Doing whatever it does. Oh my gosh, she's definitely a little bit not quite right, but that's okay. Oh, so I wonder, I guess maybe Lultz is also in his outfit now too. I didn't think about that. I really do. But my brain still is not ready for it. But today we'll be tackling something else, so that's what my brain is more ready for. Not the flowers. I'll get there in time. But power to all though who tend and care for them exactly how one would. Actually, yeah, let's just go here. We do have some making to do. Which hopefully works out. But yes, going back to Lutz though, that makes me wonder who else will get cool outfits. And I mean cool outfits. So I mean, okay, what is it actually? Sometimes I don't even... Okay, so you wanted the dispenser, you wanted a catch, and you wanted that. So is it just a different... I always get confused when stuff like that happens. Because then also for other things it comes up and I'm just like, why is this here? Uh-oh. I haven't done the thing in a hot bit. Because I think it's boring. We got 2 extra. Whoops. It's okay. But yeah, when it's like we gotta transform into something and then everything has an exclamation point and it's just like, I feel like this defeats the point a little bit. Just a little. I don't think I have, yeah, I don't have enough for what I really would like to trade for, so I'm gonna hold off for now. Look at you coming back. Oh. I guess don't mind if I do. And that's sad. Not that. This. 3 away and what? For what? You know, if I had him as a companion, which I'm pretty sure I must have, maybe. It shouldn't matter. Teleport. Wow, dude. That's fine. I'm not bitter. Let you go. We gotta go and build the friendship. But first, and then not only build the friendship, but like do that, and also have him as a companion. Let me get Hello Kitty first. So this is gonna count, right? It won't, thank goodness. Oops. Forgot to swap. It's okay. Whoa. Yes. And then with feeling. Do we get to? Yeah, I did count out the days, didn't I? That's fair enough. Again, this is the view. So next time we will, though. And then, I mean, again, it's not even that much more. So I'm not too pressed to finish them out too quickly. But I almost forgot to bring this up. The countdown begins, so next time these will be full force. Here's how this is gonna go. They're free of their duties. We call you. I'm just gonna do it this way, and wabam. It did snow, so I did not go out of my way to go get them. And I wonder if that one is fixed. Or you just can't. Target. Because there was a target that was just like... psych. Can I? Heck yes. Like, I mean... should you have been able to get it? Sure. Oh my gosh, but did it allow you to get it? No. So instead I'm just gonna knock them off every time. Thank you. Huh. Wow. Cream. Yes, is it actually in this one? Yes. This conch needs a cozy home. I belong to someone who never roams. Never, huh? Then what was this? What's happening right now? For me? Yes, I think that does belong in my cozy cave. Thank you for bringing it to me. was evil. Now, it's not my fault that I'm shooting you down. It's your fault for being in my way. That's all I can say. Well, that's pointless. This is where sometimes you just wish you did have a target. Like a, sorry, a reticle. Obviously that's a target. I feel less bad that I've knocked him down because targets don't need to be so difficult. Okay. And then we're gonna go back here. And yes. Now, that is ridiculous. Okay. Oh my gosh. Now, it does feel like there were a lot more. For sure. Forgot there's that hidden one. But I also haven't done it in a bit. So I don't even know what the max... Oh my god. But... I do think that with this, we should be good for a bit. Not that it uses too much either. So, it's not the end of the world. And it's the only thing really that uses it that's important. At least until I'm satisfied. Disappointing. He does have one though too. So. I know I didn't go up from his cave either. Which I know they're there too. Uh-huh. Of course. Okay, we'll go down here. I bet it still is there. Given that these are. I'm still holding on. We go. It's fine. Perfect. Good. That's where I guess they wanted it. Makes so much more sense than trying to aim for the one that was over here. And you just couldn't. I like how the game proved me wrong. I love that. And I really do. Like, the game can prove me wrong. That's great. Because then that means they did. And we're aware. I'm sure many people were crying about it. They're like, okay, okay, we'll fix it. Promise, we swear. Sorry it was there in the first place. Get these. I don't really want to fall in the chasm. There probably is a couple that I missed. But I feel like we got a good chunk. I'm not talking about the snow knolls. Oops. Okay. Tree, perfect. I didn't see anyone. I was looking over there. Nothing over there. Okay. I love how this doesn't use stamina. Oh, I think it's funny. And of course I looped it here, got those. So yeah, I feel pretty satisfied for that. So, I guess actually also, well, I'll just take him with us. But that does take care of the bulk of what I wanted to do to some degree. Because we will... Sorry, let you go. Again, I don't know why he moves. It doesn't make sense to me. But I also want to know... Whoa. 12. Okay. That's another thing that I have neglected. That's still really weird. Because I don't know where they are. And then yeah, those are all those. Man, that's all the materials, including those. Ugh. It didn't help. Here we go. Easy. Ta-da! Nice. Thanks. And of course, that goes for our trinkets. I am still missing the one. I never thought I'd see the day that we would get more closer and closer to that, but that's great. Oh, hi. Sorry. Traffic jam. But okay. I'm gonna let you go now. And of course, the bigger task is at hand, as it were. Now, I feel pretty good for the amount that I did find on my own, but, you know, it's always nice to have a helping hand. So speaking of course, you know, right? Helping hand, again, me looking through all this isn't always the easiest thing, but you know, don't forget, you could have the helping hand of going through stuff faster. Now, that's an interesting for show photographed collectibles. Very interesting way to put it. No celebration. Oh my goodness. But that's one bit, and then filter. These are fine. Oh, I actually never thought about the visitors. That is interesting. Huh. So weird. But yeah, I guess this is fine. We'll just... Oh my gosh, I'm always in his way. We'll just get to it. I know there was another part, but I am missing. Unless I did some other bits. But we're basically going to be in the DLC now. And so, of course, some of this was transforming into whatever the... what's the best way to put it? Food. And it was mostly food, to be fair. But here's how we're gonna basically also go through this. We are going to go it area by area, and I'm going to be double checking also. So basically have about 3 areas. Again, it's so big, right? But I guess the better way would have been actually going through Hello Kitty's cafe to really start off, because that is kind of the best place, since there is one all the way back there, which I do remember. I left for a bit. I purposely left for a bit, and then I went back to it. Now, I do not feel bad for using a guide, though, for finding the final ones. Again, it's not my favorite thing to do in games. That is, do a little bit of a hide and seek kind of thing. I mean, we've also done that. But this one's a little more intense. Now, also I feel like one thing, and this of course goes back to the cafe, is that I feel like for the wands, yes, okay. I was like, how do I bring them up in this view? I know how to bring up in the other one, but I didn't want to bring it up that way. But basically, I was, I think, taking this one or so. I also wish I could just get rid of that one. And this one. I mean, I guess there's a way. But, going back to it, I was using one of these, and basically I was activating just some of the poles. Now that would be one of the final ones that I would be missing, because I was just randomly activating them. There was no rhyme or reason, but I didn't get any reward from it, so that will be a little bit of a trickier one. But of course, the real trick is finding them by the classic way that we always know and love, with a snap of a camera. But of course, I will be again using a guide for this, but we're gonna have a little cut here, and then we will get to, hopefully, finding the final Wheathearts. Okay, so I also forgot to say that this will be cut up, so I will not be showing where all the locations were. I will only be showing the new, that is new to me, or that is, I literally walked past him, locations, but I still will show at least the starting point where, of course, the journey began when we first got the DLC, and then I was like, huh? What in the world? So, yeah. And then I waited a little bit. I definitely should have waited a bit longer for this, but that's okay. Forgive and forget, or maybe always forgive and remember, but that's where the start of the journey is. So until I've come across my very first one, that I missed. Did that. Okay. Whoops. Here I think, yeah, I've done it. Oh, brother. You know, sometimes when things show up, they show up pretty quickly. That, of course, was unlockable from this wand here. Of course, spamming it hasn't changed a single thing, let alone if you could charge it. I guess you could hop over there. But that is a Wheatheart all the same, and then we can just destroy that. I guess I don't also have to wait. You just hop here, and that would have been the answer to all of our quests, all of our questions. My bad. But this is where we are. And literally, it was just over there, and I just never went to it. So, again, until the next one that I find that I have yet to get, or have gotten yet. Let me see. Do I need a different companion? Because this is really dumb. Okay. Did that just make me tank it more? Nope. Okay. Nope, we're good. We didn't tank more. I did give a frow, because, like, how in the world? But, of course, if you have the right companion, you can get over or take the right potions. I refuse to take potions. If I can avoid it, I will. But this is one that, of course, I did not get. And I forgot to say that I had Pachacoco just to move around faster. Usually I don't do that, but, yeah. I figured for this, it would make sense. So, this one is a cheeky one. I do not see why you would come up here, though. I really don't. But alas. Another one found. Yay. And then I should be careful too, because forget, the DLC doesn't necessarily save too much, so glad we took care of it. So again, I basically got shot over here. You could also just fast travel if you have it open, and then just glide on over with a buddy that can get you there. So I believe with that means that, of course, that means I had two that were here. Great to know. Oopsies, my bad. That is again in this general first area, if you will, that I left behind. That one in the chest was something else, wasn't it? But there's none over here, only the tree where we get to turn things in, which is great. So now we get to move on to the second area. So that should be pretty fun and interesting, right? Totally. I got this down pat. So easy. I clearly didn't miss a single soul, but again, until the next one that I missed is found. Oh my gosh. Okay. You know, if the quest bar wasn't in the way all the time. Oh boy. That. Wow. So I was just hopping along, and every time I went by it, oh, did I go by it? Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous. It's fine. But yep, I was just hopping along, and that's where it was. So, on to the next one. Does this? Yes. Oh my gosh. I don't want to talk about it. That's ridiculous. Okay, well, I guess sometimes taking the hopping journey is worth it. Oh my gosh, I know I came over for other stuff. I didn't even see it as per usual. Ugh. But we are in the final area, and it is looking a little scary. But until again, I find one once more. Well, I have done my duty and went through all the areas of the greatness that this is. Unfortunately, it's not great enough, because that does not count. Three, which is great. You know, we could be happy that it's 3, but it's 3. So, that does beg the other question that I have for myself is, did I find all truly of the arches? Which again, I'm pretty sure. And then 2, did I find all the chests? Considering I did leave one behind a barrier. So, I'm not sure what to do about this, but having 3 left is very, very infuriating. So I guess one thing I can do is go to the guides of a video. That's right, because a video guide is probably going to be the best visual for me, since I like to lose my marbles in this. And specifically where I lose my marbles is the fact that, oh my gosh, it's our biggest expanded area yet. Yeah, if you love painfully platforming, which I don't, I think that was like the big thing that was the excuse that it was like so massive. Yeah, but that doesn't make it big. It's very empty. Very empty. What I mean by that and adding the emphasis is I didn't get any new music, but I think there's still some missing here. So that's great. Again, the final prize is, I mean, not worth it, air quotes, but it's worth it for completion, so that's fantastic. Another part, again, is that some of these poles, I lit them up, but I never got a Wheatheart for lighting all of them up, and I wish I could tell you, I really do, about how to answer that, but I don't, because they weren't broken, necessarily, they just weren't completed. So, I guess until I have more answers about where my final 3 are. Alright, so we're back here because I tried using a video too. No good. Absolutely no good. But wasn't so bad, of course, that we did get a new one. Great. I found it on a rooftop that I would never go to otherwise, and this was just from wandering around. But that was basically all that I got to walk away with, just from the extras around when doing all that stuff. But alas, well, we were able, I don't again exactly remember how many I had left, I guess around 7 or 8. Just again, I didn't feel like asking, but I knew that's about how much I had, less than 10. But of course, still less than 10, the final 3. But I really tried, at least for what I consider really trying, and it just was not in my favor. That is, even with the video, I started losing it. I started clocking out because I just got impatient. Again, too big an area, too messy of an area to even have these hiding. But I will uncover and discover somehow the final 3, but I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'll do it in a recording instead. Or something like that, where I have a little bit more patience and can have stuff up a little bit differently. But, of course, with that takes care of one bit of taking photos of things and stuff, right? Now, of course, I did go up to the board for this one, and there are 12 more that we need in order to fulfill the destiny that, of course, they hold over me. I don't actually remember if there were any out here. I'm looking for that little... There it is. Well, this little island part, but not really what I was looking for. But basically, right, they've been hanging out a bit. I've been leaving them. You know, long time no have them hang out, right? Whoops. When it rained. But I think it's time to finally, unfortunately, snap them away. No, I don't have a guide this time. And that's okay. I don't need one. Yet. I don't need one yet. Oh, there you are. Oh, whoops, whoops. I blazed right by those. Sure. No, I do not know how many they added, but that's one thing that did bother me about this. Oops. Was that they added them in the first place? Oh my gosh, that is so sad, dude. Can we not? Just zoom in. Okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. I will get the others at a later point in time. It's just to give it a start, to give it a little nudge. little crack. But we will go after some of the others that I have left as well in due time. Here, and then of course in one other area that I've seen him most. But while I could not finish the DLC Wheatheart style, we at least got a bit more done, and hopefully in time I will be able to finish it out. I would love to finish it out. I would basically love to finish up the DLC, because that's the only thing that I have left. Minus, of course, collecting the stuff, but that's the real stuff. But the next time I do, and that we do, visit Friendship Island, will it be that, of course, things will still be amiss, and I will still yell at the game and being like, why? Why is it so? Why do we just fall from space and fall endlessly and forever until we get put back in our spot? And of course, too, when it comes to it, what in the world will it be that we get as a prize when we turn in the Gudetama? And most importantly, what will, of course, the events be like as one begins and one closes out? And with the visitors slowly on their way, what will they have for us in the ways of requests? I guess only time will tell, but that will be next time.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, once again, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Lister Lise, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be.